EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
It's a party now. On 53. Hey, Charlie. 48 Mike. They can't hang with us. Mike 48.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Keenum looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Keenum. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott to throw this time. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Keenum now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And then
Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. False 1. Topper, Topper. Hey, take 53, 55. Motion, 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 motion.
Just beating the play clock. Keenum. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, here's Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
53 at the mic. Go, get out there, get out there. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Prescott, flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 59 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Everybody scoot up.
Off play action. Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You're not ready. Hey, 3-3, it's hot. Mike 48. Hey, Haywood. 48 for Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From the 31, Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up and down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. On 2nd and 9, Prescott being chased at, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Back now at FedEx Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the 1st, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
47.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, and boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Redskins have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Love again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop.